Hi. Still, we are going to discuss the 2023 O-Level Science Past Paper. Today, we are going to discuss about question number 26 to 30. These 5 questions, it's a combination of biology, chemistry, and physics. We'll go for the 26th question. That is, actually, you can see velocity time graph. We are learning many type of graphs under grade 10 part 1 book, the first physics lesson that you are meeting up. So we have different shapes. So this velocity time graph is a combination of those shapes. And there is an incident they are discussing. We'll go for it. Indicated here is the velocity time graph for the motion of a certain object. What is the displacement of the object from the beginning to 20 seconds? Beginning to 20 seconds. So here we have to start from 0 and up to 20 seconds. There is no much description because already they have given us a graph. So we have to look at the graph and we have to identify them. So 0 to 20 seconds means this is the shape that we have in the graph. So, if you want to find the displacement in velocity time graph, we have to get the area of the graph area. So we have this shape. So, if you want to find out the displacement, what we have to do, we have to take the length of this 2. We have to add that and divide it by the height, 2 and multiply by the height. So this distance is 10. And then the below length is actually 20. So we have to add them and we have to divide it by 2. This is actually mathematics part. And the height is, you have to get this distance and it's 10. So here, when you calculate 10 and 20, 30, 30 divided by 2, it's 15. 15 multiplied by 10, it's 150. So it's easy when it comes to the MCQ. They don't give much harder answers. So easily you can find them. So don't worry about the sums when they come to the MCQ paper. Right. We are moving to the next question, question number 27. Consider the following statement. We have 2 statements. Okay. There are 2 statements, A and B. It's about a chemistry lesson. You know the lesson rate of reaction. So this question has come from that lesson. So we'll go with the A. In chemical industries, catalysts are used to obtain a higher yield in a shorter period of time. These are, I have already underlined what they are emphasizing most. Higher yield. Of course, we are using catalyst to increase the rate of reaction. That is the definition of the catalyst. Therefore, A statement is correct. We always get a higher yield in a short period. We don't take much time if we are using catalyst. So A statement is correct. We are moving to B. Catalyst increase as well as decrease the rate of chemical reaction. When we go through with the catalyst definition, it always says the chemical reaction speed is increase. So catalyst increase but not decrease. If any reaction decrease due to any kind of a chemical, we don't call them catalysts. We call them inhibitors. So we are not going to talk about inhibitors here. We are talking about only the catalyst. So B statement is wrong. So we have the answer now. Of the above statement, now you can see true, false, and false, true. Here they are considering both. We can't take both A and B true. We can't take both A and B false. We can cut off these 2 answers. So A is true, B is false. Yes, that is the answer. A is false while B is true. No, that is wrong. So yeah, our answer is number 2. Right. Next, we are moving to 28. It's about the Newton's third law of motion. Again, we are coming to a physics part. Newton's third law. It's the easiest law that everybody knows. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. So when you're writing equal and opposite, both the 2 words should mention. You can't just write every action has a reaction. It's not completed law. Right. So we are going for the examples that they have given. First one, a ball falling down from higher level, bouncing after touching the ground. So action is falling down. The reaction is bouncing after touching the ground. So action and reaction, fall down, and bouncing means moving up. So it's opposite and equal reactions. So we can guess this is the answer. We'll go with the other three incidents. The velocity of a fruit falling from a tree reaching the maximum value when it comes closer to the ground. They're talking about only the falling down, and when it falls, the velocity of the fruit is increases. Actually, we are talking this phenomena under Newton's second law. Flinging of passengers forward when brakes are suddenly applied to a running bus. We can see a force differences here. Therefore, this incident, actually, we have known this incident in our textbook examples too. It comes under Newton's first law. Changing the direction of a moving football by kicking it. The football comes and then you are moving the direction of the ball. That is, of course, it's action of the force. It's not much related to the Newton's law. Newton's first law. We can change the direction of the football. That's it, right? So actually Newton's third law, action and reaction, is mainly discussed in the answer number 1. We are moving to the question number 29. The need of which factor for photosynthesis is expected to be tested by this setup? Actually, when we go through this whole syllabus, photosynthesis lesson is actually the easiest part I have seen under biology, because you are learning from this like primary. And here we have setup. This setup make you feel easy because it's they are mentioning about KOH solution. We know KOH solution is a solution that can absorb carbon dioxide. So they absorb carbon dioxide, and the other part has mentioned as X. We don't know what it is. So most of the time this work as the control experiment. Question number 29 and 30 below are based on the figure given. Like this, there will be a diagram or something like same factor related questions can be joined in the paper. So 29 and 30 are like that kind of a question pattern. The need of which factor for photosynthesis is expected to be tested by this setup? When we are checking about the whole setup, they are checking only about the carbon dioxide. We don't see any other things have a symbol in this setup. So we can tell because of the KOH solution, it absorbs carbon dioxide. So we are going to test about the carbon dioxide. Directly you can get that. 30, what is the substance labeled X in the above figure? I told this is act as a control experiment. For the control experiment, we don't take any other chemicals actually. The neutral substance we take, lime water, iodine solution, ethyl alcohol, these all are, we can't use them because there might be a reaction or there might be an effect for the setup. So we are using normally water here. When we are using this setup, we use X as the water because to keep it as a control experiment. Okay, so we discussed from 26 to 30th question. Very easy question seems to be that normally these question setup should be hectic actually. Okay, let's move to the 31, from 31 to 35 in another video. Until that,